the healing of the world problem, the separation. How can we understand that this very world we see with our physical eyes is not real? When we identify with our bodies and use our senses as witness, we feel, we see, we hear, and what we feel, see and hear and touch, we believe it's true. This we learn from childhood. But when you really go deep in your heart and ask yourself, is it possible, really possible, that God has created a world where His children kill each other, suffer and die, where animals hunt each other, where killing and murdering and suffering is a daily event? Is this possible? How cruel must be a God who allowed to happen this? Many ask. But the beautiful message is, this is all not real. We are just caught in a dream. A dream or a hallucinated world which we invented, we all together, as one mind, one spirit. The Holy Son of God has made, we can say, an experiment. Took one part of His spirit, the other part is still with the Father, and went in the thought to be separate from the Creator, the source of love and life. So practical, we together as one act as if we are the Creator. We imagine to be separate from God, the source of love and life, the constant harmony, and in our mind we substitute the God of love with a God of fear. We projected fear on the Father because we got fear when we thought we are separate. And then we invented the time. So we changed eternity to time. And as we felt so terrible being in the consciousness to be separate from the eternal love, we projected pictures to substitute the love. We went in special relations. We invented the bodies and went in special relations to our partner, to children, to friends, etc., to substitute the true relation to God. Nothing of this can substitute the love of God. This world of fear which we invented, and all the projected pictures, might there be beautiful oceans, lakes, sunrises, sunsets, when we take the flowers, the beautiful landscapes, or maybe beautiful physical forms of animals or humans. This is not really beautiful. They're just projected pictures. They're just thoughts of fear born out of the idea to be separate from the love and life. They're illusions coming out of the idea of death, because everything we projected will not last forever. Might it be the bodies or anything. Everything will die. So while we are living in this world of illusions and identify with a body or with a soul in a body which has to reincarnate, it doesn't matter. As long as we believe this world of time and space, with all the humans and animals and whatnot and things in it, is real, we are attacking God. It's made as an attack against God. But this we couldn't stand, so we invented the idea that God has created also this earth, which is really a blasphemy. God never can create anything where one being can suffer. We made it, and as we made it, and as we projected evil on God Father, who is only love, we can change our mind. And for this very purpose, God Father, who doesn't go in this very dream which we made, felt that his son was sleeping and inventing terrible things. So he created the Holy Spirit for us and sent to every one of us this very teacher with one plan of healing, with a wonderful plan, so that we can return and awaken again in him. So an instrument of forgiveness. That means that we take out of our spirit the idea of separation from our holy brothers and from God himself, and are allowed to awaken and return to him. The bodies will be used as communication instruments and also tools to learn and to teach, but with the realization we are not the bodies. The Holy Spirit, created by God for this very purpose, is the only instrument who can teach us how to come out of our wrong thinking system, out of sufferings. In eternal reality, how God has created us, we are still safe in the mind of God. But as long as we sleep in this nightmare dream with terrorism, with wars, etc., we misuse our mind, which has been given by God, and invent practically everything we see. When we have fear of wars, we make them. When we have fear of a disease, we create the disease. Meanwhile, the world is full of fear. We have even fear to eat sugar or to eat white oats or whatever. We have not only fear that somebody kills us, but we also have fear that our partner doesn't love us anymore, or our children. We have constantly fear, or we are in the car and hear noise. Oh, something could be wrong. We are constantly here in this world in fear. Millions of situations. This is unbearable. God doesn't want this. We are created by the Father as his Holy Son, totally full love, which never can change. We are love, and we have to get rid of the wrong thinking system, of the wrong guide, the ego, which we invented. This thinking system is so cruel, so tremendously cruel. The only aim of the ego is death, conflict, separation. And the more difficulties we have in this very world, the more loud the ego is yelling, yes, we want peace, yes, we want love, yes, we want this. But it's the opposite. The ego wants war and is making it. In the family, even the little children start fighting for their toys. We make war in any situation, on any level. So if we don't, if we are not ready to decide, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little excited, but if we are not ready to decide that this world is really a hell, there's nothing good in it, we have to realize this, that the huge, unlimited, highly loveful being which we are, imprisoned in bodies who wait for death and who fight against their brothers with whom they in reality won, this is hell. My dear holy brothers, this is absolutely hell. We have to change, really to change our mind, the source of our thoughts, to the Holy Spirit. And Jesus has realized this, our holy brother. He has learned the lessons of the Holy Spirit and also Buddha. And there are many other brothers who awakened, and they are cooperating us. So please, my holy brothers, open up your mind and learn with the true reasoning the voice of your true being, which you are. This is the voice of God, the Holy Spirit. Learn with this a new thinking system. And then even with the body, even with the family, even with all the same circumstances you have now, you will live a totally different life and start loving yourself as God has created you and all your brothers. Through this learning process, step by step, not only you yourself will be liberated, but the whole world will be liberated. And everybody, every brother who is imprisoned and who is suffering will thank you for this. And I especially, as your brother, know I can't do anything alone. And also Jesus knows he needs a lot of brothers, that we go hand in hand, but not making a new religion. No, please not devoting to Jesus on the cross. No, we have to realize the resurrection, the truth of oneness, that we are still as God has created us. And therefore, we got to work practically day and night in every situations, listening to the Holy Spirit. And therefore, the Holy Spirit and Jesus have done a wonderful thing to give us a book called The Course in Miracles, to guide us so that we can even study, to bring to our mind the true thoughts and to vanish and cleanse our mind from all wrong thinking. Join in this. Do your studies for yourself. You don't have to follow any guru, just your inner heart. And in this very heart lives God Himself and Christ and all your resurrected brothers who help you. Thank you for listening.